spend my whole life with you. From the moment a girl tells you this sentence, if you don't hate her or you like her, then you don't need to worry how to respond to her correctly. The only thing you need to do is to try your best to give her happiness. Perhaps these days are what she wants to tell me.
那个，这里的洗手间能用吧？
I think no, but maybe it will be smelly without cleaning in the holiday.
可是我好急，没办法了，云珊，你先去学校门口等我吧，我待会儿就过去。
And she's even crying. Sure.
哇！
When we get close to the toilet on first floor, her arms quivered. Although we already know the condition will be bad, but consider the worst situation, she still walks inside determinedly. And I step to the school gate slowly. It's her again. You again? When I reach to the school gate, I see the strange maiden this morning again. But how does she find Yushan? She said with a weary smile on her face. We meet again, and what surprises me is that our conversation starts at her answer about what I asked this morning. I'm surprised actually, but I confirm she has no problem with mental. Maybe she just lost her memory. But I still have confusion because she realized something wrong only after I had asked who she was. Do we know each other? Did we know each other? Maybe it was the girl who liked him in middle school. I didn't tell the answer, but she gets the answer from my wordless and embarrassment. But he said he hasn't met her. Nope, it's a little different. When I am trying to move my eyesight from her face and explain it's really different between us, I suddenly find out what's wrong with her. The uniform for a high school student. Yes, she's in a uniform for a high school student. But it's summer holiday now. There's no extra curriculum in Tangnyin school. Then why does she wear a uniform in bad breath ability in such a hot day?
Yunshan!
Ah? Suddenly a voice breaks my mind. Jingzun's back from the toilet and walks to me.
你在跟谁说话呢？
Jingzun lifts on tiptoe and looks through my shoulder to the direction where the maiden stands. Shaking her head, she looks to me. Who am I talking to? I'm talking to... When I turn around and intend to show her the maiden in uniform, I find nobody there. What? What happened? She's here just now.
云珊，你是不是中暑了？
Oh dear. So, you can tell pretty much she's a ghost because it says that...
真是，早点回去休息好了。阿姨应该也在家里等我们回去跟她聊天呢。
Well, it says that she is the only person only being seen by someone, which is probably Yushan. Okay, fine. Although the heat of the sun is not reduced at all from this morning, I don't believe a young maiden produces the illusion because of the sunstroke. It's constantly knocking on my nerves without any foundation of intuition. A variety of phenomena cannot be explained. In my conclusive mind, pointing to one possibility, conscious. I said it wrong. So I kept hearing the word subconscious. It just meant mind effed me. Maybe that girl is a ghost. One for some reasons to know me, gets well along with me.
这西瓜真甜。
Well, the watermelons grown here are especially sweet. Yunshan especially liked eating in his childhood.
我感觉这个会吃上瘾啊。
Bring a few back if you like. It should be hard to find watermelons like this in city. In the evening, we stay with Mum to enjoy the cool in the edge of the yard. Even if no air conditioner, we can enjoy our summer night here away from the city. The watermelon, fan, chair, Opening the windows. No need to pay expensive electricity bills or buy expensive air conditioner. Only these which can relieve a person free from the heat of the whole day. This might be one of the conveniences in rural area when compared with the city. Though in the night, besides us, some restless mosquitoes perk up because of the cool.
Huh? Huh?
Oh, she's trying to hit them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Muda, 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 muda.
And what does that mean? There is even not a problem to Jingsun, who was eating watermelon while slapping at the mosquitoes easily. Jingsun, you are quite awesome.
哪里哪里
She's making a joke of Mom innocently, and there were some dead mosquitoes scattered on the rooms and the yard's floors.
怎么啦？用看怪物一样的眼神看着我？
Because she killed. Actually, you are a monster, right?
哇，你好过分！我不就是打了几只蚊子而已吗？
I have not seen whom can grab the mosquitoes with toes when eating watermelon. With toes? Actually,
所
you
以说那
can.
人
You
就是
can.
心胸狭窄，见识小。
The remark is used in this situation?
我总不能说你胸大无脑吧？
Indeed.
对吧？
Goodbye. Your relationship is really good. When will you get married? When we are inattentive, I immerse in the world with Jingsun. Suddenly I turn back to find that my mum is looking at us with her meaningful eyes. Mum, why do I feel it's not simple to call me back this time, and not just let me relieve boredom? Because I wasn't expecting that you would bring such a nice girl back with you. I start to be a bit regret bringing Jingsun here. What are you talking about? Do you want to keep it a secret rather than let me know you have such a good girlfriend? But you ask me this all the time, from the beginning of meeting Jingsun. Such a good girl becomes a girlfriend. How can I not be nervous?
阿姨，别这么夸我啦，我会害羞的。
When I brought Jingsun to say hi with the neighbors, they all stared at her all the time and said that they couldn't see such a beautiful girl in village. But they are still happy after knowing Jingsun is my girlfriend. It is really our fortune that we can have such a daughter-in-law like Jingsun. Mom abruptly changed the subject, and it seems that the truth is probably what I said. As what he said is about future, what if something happens between us, and then we break up? No, but you're not gonna make that happen, you know what I mean? You two, why look at me in such horrible eyesight? Am I saying something wrong? You are. Yunchun, even if I'll always love you, but if you break up with Jingsun...
雨善，你这意思是不是除了我之外还有喜欢的人？
Oh, that is sad. Look at her eyes. I just made a joke without thinking. Why are you so serious? Don't you have mistress outside, Yunchan? I have taught you.
对啊，你在外面不会还藏着其他女孩子吧，云善？
No. In addition to the Jingsun, which one would like me before? So you are.
对吼。
You have to force me to say something like a knife stabbed myself, so you can feel at ease now? Jingsun, there are oranges in the refrigerator. Let us squeeze some juice to drink.
好的，阿姨。
Cool, auntie. Both of them completely ignore my wronged eyes and tone, standing up and then go to the kitchen. I am left with a weary smile and sigh, looking up to look at a lonely moon in the night sky from the yard.
月亮很美呢。
Okay. Just like accidentally comes across, or seems that it has some unwritten secret. When I am alone, a girl, wearing a uniform at Tangyan High School, is standing in the yard as if she's here for all the time, and talk to me in an extremely natural tone.
为什么用那么奇怪的眼神看着我？
Wait. I cannot hear her voice. Actually, are you a ghost? I go straight to the subject, the girl in front of me without any slightest shake. She blinks her eyes, lift up thy mouth, outlining the expression, "You have found me," by her refined features.
今天下午，那个女孩子出现之后，云山你就看不到我了。那个时候我就在想，我大概是个幽灵吧。
I'm sorry to break to you. You are. It means that when I go back to you, you're still there?
对，但是云山你却看不见我了。
That is sad. That is sad. The only person that can see her.
动作，对你说什么话，你都没能察觉到我。
I'm very sorry.
不用这么说来，也许是因为只有在特定的条件下，我才能被你看见吧。
Knowing the fact that she is the existence of ghosts, the girls are not analyzing present situations calmly rather than panic for that. Such a ghost like a human, perhaps will make people change their attitudes to others. So is it appropriate to explain that I can see you in an occasion without anyone else besides me?
或者说是没有人跟你说话的时候，云山才能听见我的声音。
I'm pretty sure it's when he's alone, and then she can see him, then he can see him, see her. The girl sits beside me when she's talking. A ghost girl sits beside me in such a close distance, I can almost touch. But I have no sense of fear, and also have no idea to avoid her. Perhaps my instinctual myself that she won't hurt me.
时隔6年吃到了故乡的西瓜，味道怎么样？
It's really sweet, better than those sold in the city.
是吗？
They're grown on the farm, so I'm pretty sure it's really fresh and nice, straight off the farm fields. Absolutely. It may be the taste of home. The mechanical sound of juice here comes from the kitchen, while I'm chatting with the ghost girl just like an ordinary friends. Have you said that you had remembered everything about me, right? You have to always say, home food is always the best.
但是，我却忘记了我是谁。我不知道记忆中那些有着云山的画面里。
No wait, I think it's your mom's cooking is always the best. Yeah, parents' cooking is always the best and everywhere. Don't you remember yourself even through looking at your face, such as using a mirror?
镜子里又浮现不出我的样子。明明能碰到物体，能握住鲜花，却不能在镜子玻璃之类的东西上看到自己的样子。
It's confirmed. She's a ghost.
就像是谁的恶作剧呢
I feel sorry for her. She's like a ghost. She hasn't passed yet, you know what I mean? Her soul.
云山，在你眼中的我是什么样子
A beautiful high school girl. Well, you're a pretty girl. You have a nice hourglass figure, long black hair to the waist, and have charming, refined features.
这不是云山你幻想的，或者刻意美化的吧？
The girl smiles rather than wearily. It's true, I promise.
是吗？
Don't you trust me?
不，云山说的话我全都相信。
He's right about everything. The expression of the girl also tells in silence that she is willing to trust me wholeheartedly or heartedly. Alright, can I ask you a question?
当然可以啊。
Do you remember when you appeared in this way? If it was 6 years ago or even earlier, I must have seen you in the small town I passed.
大概是云山你回到这小镇的时候吧。
When I came back to the small town.
也就是昨天呀。
It means that you became a ghost because of me?
也有可能是因为云山你回来了，我才能够以幽灵的形式来见你一次。
Maybe it's his father in the ghost form of a girl. If it's just like what you said, the relationship between us should be good. But why do I have no impression about you?
就连我也想不起自己是谁了呢。也许不只是我自己，云山你以及我认识的所有人都是这样子吧。
Can I remind you of who you are if you find out the answer?
也许是， 也许不是，因为我连自己什么时候会消失，甚至会不会消失都不知道。但是想起我不一定是件好事。
Why is this?
人会下意识去忘掉的，一定都是些不好的事情吧。
But
云山，新鲜的橙汁来啦！
the conversation is ended between me and the ghost girl who is in distress, and Jingsun is bringing some orange juice with a plastic pot back to me. As I expect, that girl gets out of my sight, but she does not leave. But neither can I see her nor hear her voice. In fact, the girl sits somewhere I can touch easily, looking at me in the eyes that can never be conveyed.
怎么了？
Nope, fine.
来喝橙汁吧。
So if he wants to talk to her, he has to go somewhere like where he's by himself. I take the cup cast from Jingzun. I completely remember everything about Yunshan. Girls are always able to remember the name of a favorite person and everything about he or she for a whole life, even if they only heard for once. The right mix of sour and sweet stimulate my taste buds, echoing their words in my mind. Oranges mixed with its peel, a ray of bitter cannot be rejected in my mouth. The more I follow this line to think about, the more I'm afraid of knowing it, the answer waiting for me at the end of thinking. Maybe there is only something the girl has told us that people try to forget subconsciously. But no matter how to resist, my thoughts still cannot stop for a while. Perhaps I'll find out the answer soon. At that time, what can I really know, and what will I remember?
云山，
Hi. How's it going?
阿姨说你们已经把大部分的田都转让给人家了，是这样吗？
Maybe. Sure. You can see the number of fields we handled today are much less than others.
我是看不出来啦。
And she's still in the same uniform. Are you tired?
累倒说不上，只是想知道云山你们家原来还有多少田地而已。
After coming back to town, I have already recovered from the depression for being dismissed, and therefore I offered to help my mum today. Nevertheless, Jingzun is not either, and though it's not appropriate for me to say, but she probably wanted to stay with me as far as possible, so she came here. Spending 2 or 3 hours, at present nearly 12 o'clock, all the rest of the fields belong to my family, are handled. While we are cleaning up the tools of watering, Jingzun asks me such a question. Now it probably leaves 4 acre of hand.
4亩。
4 acre or acre? Yep, 4 acre.
1亩是多少平方来着？
At about 666 square meters.
就是说，至少有2400平方米。
Right.
你们家原来也是有钱人啊，云山。
It's not a grand house of 2,400 square meters. Aren't you major in finance and trade as the same with me? Why didn't you understand the concept?
云山，你的意思是这些都是政府用地，只不过是租给你们家用来种菜？
Yep, although we don't need to pay the rent, a part of profits need to be handed over to the government, and we cannot change the usage of the fields.
既然是这样，阿姨为什么还要留着4亩地呢？利润不高，打理起来又累。
Didn't you say you're not tired? And after my dad died, I told her many times, but she has been reluctant to give up all the time.
难道是因为这里有阿姨跟叔叔的回忆？
The reason why she still reserves these fields and takes care of it, even if she's alone. Jingzun's got the answer in advance before I tell. I ought to say she's indeed smart. Right. No matter how I persuade her, my mum always says this is the largest concession she can do. Seeing others work in the fields where his dad and I worked in together in the past, I will feel sick. I was rejected by this reason, so I had no idea to say anything.
阿姨真的是让人敬佩的女人呢。
You're right. She's not only a good mother, but also a nice wife.
我也能成为阿姨那样子的好妻子、好母亲吗？
Yep. Maybe if you stay with other boys.
我揍你咯，允善。
Sorry, just kidding. As long as it's Jingsun, she must be a woman, no worse than my mum. I always believed that sincerely. Fine, finished watering. Let's have a rest. After we finish the daily work in the fields, I sit on the edge of the path. Jingsun, who used to be clean and tidy all the time, is reluctant to the dirt path at the beginning, but in the end, she sits beside me. Maybe at that moment, Jingsun made a fight in her thought. The people growing up in the city must be reluctant to sit on the dirt road like this. But for me, it's an extremely normal thing.
我现在有点明白为什么这里的建设工程被搁置，上级也没有继续做下去了。现在各地都在快速推进城市化，他们说不定是想让唐英镇保留着农村的风格，借此发展旅游业吧。
It makes sense. Urbanization means that the number of rural areas will be cut. But for the contrary, the arable land and food are indispensable. Moreover, it's also popular to experience nature from large cities to countryside.
话说回来，允善，
What?
大学刚认识你的时候，我有问过你，为什么会选金融专业吧？
Well, it seems to be such a thing.
那时候你说以后会告诉我，结果直到6年后的今天，你还没有给我回答呢。
Probably wanted to not say anything at the moment. Oh, Jingsun, you can even remember the trifles?
我说过了吧，女孩子可是……
Yep, I know.
莫非你是为了有朝一日能回来接手唐英镇的建设工程吗？
Well, the reason why I chose finance. I thought I have a certain reason of choosing finance as a major in university, so that I could get a job related to finance. But now I can consider it carefully. I really don't know why I chose this path. I'm absolutely sure that Jingsun's words are very close to the reason why I chose finance originally. I'll make a buck in the future and then come back to take this construction project. At that time, let's get married. During trouble over it, a blurred picture flashed through my mind. And a voice of somebody. I suddenly realized that it's my voice, but the flash of the picture is...
云善，云善，
What?
你是有什么难以启齿的理由吗？想了这么久。
No.
那你到底是为什么啦？
Oh, the way she said why. Because... Okay, let's make a deal, Yun-chan. What? I forgot it.
啊？
I'm so sorry, Jingsun. It's too long ago to remember the reason why I chose finance at that time.
真是没办法，看来我也只能忘记这件事了。
I understand. My tone and my expression are unable to hide to tell Jingsun that I know the reason why I chose this major actually. But even if she notices this point, she still decides to give up pumping me about the case. Because I look like refusing to answer this question. I'm so sorry, Jingsun.
无缘无故说什么对不起啦？啊，你不会是真的在外面有小三吧？
She's funny. I like her. I crazily shakes my head to deny it.
也是，以允善之前的那种性格，会喜欢上你的估计都是怪人吧？
It means that you're also a crank?
我就是怪人呀，我可是喜欢在夜晚偷偷摸摸的刮腿毛的人哦！哇哈哈！
Oh my god, the way she said that. Seriously? It seems that I should reconsider about splitting up with you.
你敢？
Oh, that's
信
sad.
不信今天晚上我就趁你睡着的时候把你的腿毛给刮了？
Sorry if you hear some background. It's just my chair. It's like kind of broken. Makes squeaky noises all day. Sorry, please forgive me. She must notice I'm weird. After, when I accidentally put an awkward atmosphere into our conversation, Jingsun takes her away with her laughter. She's a tender-hearted girl. Yun-chan, Jingsun, are you done? If you finish, let's go back to cook.
是阿姨。
Auntie. Okay. Sitting on the other end of the road with Jingsun side by side, while Mom is standing there, putting her hands up to yell. The work of the fields that are worked by my mom, after the negotiation for several times come to an end.
阿姨，
I
我
thought
们
I had
这
to
边
say
忙
that
完
word.
啦，我们现在就过去。
Cool.
走吧，云善，回家了。
Jingsun stretches out her left hand with a smile, pulling me up. Patting down the dust on my pants, Jingsun holds me arm in arm, who pat down the dust on her skirt just now.
今天中午想吃什么？
Do you want to cook, Jingsun?
跟阿姨说了，今天中午的饭菜全部由我来做，让你们试一下我的手艺。
What about fried rice with scrambled eggs?
喂，不要若无其事的瞧不起我啊，云善。
Sorry. I believe you're cooking. And the dishes you made won't be worse for my mom.
谢谢夸奖。
On the way home, I'm chatting with Mom and Jingsun, while thinking some problems after we came back to Tangyan Town in my mind. What confused me most is about the ghost girl. She became the ghost because of longing to see me again, and I can make sure two things. First of all, she died as a literal meaning. Secondly, she and me were not an ordinary friends before she died. Maybe we were lovers, or we were almost close to such a intimate relation. My intuition tells me that a flash of a picture and sound which crossed my mind have a connection with her. The uniform of high school, the date with someone, the reason of choosing my major, something very significant I forgot by myself, and the answer is just a step away from me. However, I can reach the final only if I stretch my hands. But why? My body cannot move for my fear, or other reasons. But it's not a good thing if you remember me. I am recalling her words. Something bad. Something happened back then. Yep. What's wrong?
阿姨说今天买到很好的鸡肉，我决定做炸鸡排了。
Oh, that sounds nice. Alright. Looking at Jingxuan's warm smile, I seem to understand the meaning of some words from the ghost girl. Recalling the whole things about the ghost, the result may not only for myself, but my life will be destroyed. If the relationship between us before her died are no less than the relationship between Jingxuan and me. But it's better to remember.
想起来什么？
I mean, you should make it more delicious.
没问题，包在我身上。
I have responsibility to recall the answer. I will crash, and my life also crash. But I need to undertake the responsibility to know the answer. Otherwise, I cannot treat Jingxuan with heart and soul. If I didn't come back to Tangyan Town, I might not face these problems. But even I did not come back at this time, I will be back someday and get into these troubles as well. In this case, I can only choose to face it. Facing everything in the past and present. At that night, I had a dream. Nope, it's more appropriate to say that it's my memory. Forgot of a reality once existed in my life. Not like common dreams, unreal and hazy. The only difference is that I still remembered everything clearly after I had woken. I don't forget any details in my dream, no matter how many days, months, and even years. That was so real.